Welcome to episode 68. You can find meaning in the numbers, as a 6 is the nail and 8, the lazy 8, is eternity. And hopefully we will get rid of these witches and these spells for eternity. But for now, there was a reason why I made these videos. So to kill God. There is only one reason. That reason came a long time ago during 9/11. 9/11 was a ritual sacrifice that happened on 9/11, and when you reduce these numbers, it becomes 11, which was kind of puzzling to me, but now it's understood that it has to do with the Kabbalah and the beginning of magic. Therefore, the numbers had meanings. 9/11 happened on the 254th day of the year, which is 811 days before the end of the year, as you can see on this little calendar. And the problem with that is that 111 was significant as for the meaning. In simple gematria, it means witchcraft. Therefore, it was a ritual planned and organized a long time ago so as to happen on 9/11, just so as to have numbers corresponding to their little verbal, numerical, geometric Sudoku, which is kind of sad because we've in a new world order. And that new world order rests upon one thing, which is witchcraft. But even a little further, it rests on the belief of God, the Father, which we know is aleph-beth, written in Hebrew, and that He is the Most High. And he was, this nonsense over here was chosen to be God. And it all came out of the Kabbalah. But the real reason to kill God, it's because of its significance in granting authority to the governments as well as kings and queens. So let us read Romans 13:14. Let every soul be subject to the governing authorities, for there is no authority except from God, and the authorities that exist are appointed by God. Therefore, whoever resists the authority resists the ordinance of God, and those who resist will be brought judgment on themselves. For rulers are not a terror for good, but to evil. Well, those are very nice words, but that came out of a book that is named the Bible, which means duality, dual tendencies. And it was written by them, for them, so as to be able to rule the people that are cast under spells. And that is the problem right now, by knowing that God is a scam and was fabricated through duality from the aleph-beth, and it also means the alphabet. It takes away their authority of the government, as well as the crowns of the kings and queens of this world, because it is sort of understood that the divine rights of kings is a political and religious doctrine of royal absolutism. It asserts that a monarch is subject to no earthly authority, deriving his rights to rule directly from the will of God. The king is thus not subject to the will of his people, the aristocracy, or any other estate of the realm, including the church. But that's the scam. They created their own God so as to tell everybody, you can't give us any rules because we have a God above and you don't know who he is. Well, we know who he is. He's the aleph-beth, and he was created out of witchcraft. And All this because they took down 3 buildings with 2 planes, and they just should have stayed home that day and just leave the world alone. Their fault. They killed their own God. It was just a matter of time for it to happen.